Deforestation and its impact on biodiversity and climate. Forests cover about 31% of the Earth's land area, yet their presence is shrinking at an alarming rate. Deforestation, the large-scale removal of forested areas, stands as one of the most urgent environmental crises. It leads to catastrophic effects on biodiversity and exacerbates the climate crisis. In this video, we will explore the impacts of deforestation on the planet's ecosystems, with a special focus on biodiversity loss and climate change. We'll also highlight reforestation efforts, showing how we can combat the devastation and build a sustainable future. So what exactly is deforestation? In essence, it's the clearing or thinning of forests by humans for purposes such as agriculture, timber production, urbanization, and infrastructure development. Between 1990 and 2020, the world lost over 420 million hectares of forest, an area roughly equivalent to the size of the European Union. The consequences of deforestation are wide-ranging. It impacts soil health, water cycles, and air quality. But perhaps its most alarming effects are on biodiversity and the global climate. Forests, particularly tropical rainforests, are among the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth. They provide shelter, food, and breeding grounds for countless species of plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms. However, deforestation disrupts these delicate ecosystems, leading to devastating consequences for the planet's biodiversity. The first and most direct impact is habitat loss. Many species depend on specific forest environments to survive. The jaguar, for instance, relies on dense forest cover for hunting. As forests are fragmented or cleared entirely, these animals lose their homes and struggle to find food. Forest-dependent species like the orangutan and several bird species face immediate threats to their survival. This destruction of habitats often leads to species extinction. Rainforests like the Amazon are home to around 10% of the world's known species. When deforestation occurs, species such as the golden lion tamarin and the harpy eagle are driven closer to extinction. The ripple effect of species loss disrupts the entire food chain and weakens the ecosystem's resilience. Finally, deforestation erodes genetic diversity within species. When populations shrink and become fragmented, they are more vulnerable to diseases and environmental changes. This, in turn, reduces the species' ability to adapt and survive in the long term. Forests play a vital role in stabilizing the Earth's climate by acting as carbon sinks. Through photosynthesis, trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, storing it in their trunks, branches, and roots. This process helps to offset the carbon emissions that are driving global climate change. When forests are cut down or burned, the carbon they've stored is released back into the atmosphere as CO2, a powerful greenhouse gas. Deforestation is responsible for approximately 10 to 15% of global carbon emissions annually. In carbon-rich regions like the Amazon, the destruction of forests not only eliminates their capacity to absorb carbon, but also contributes to further climate destabilization. Additionally, deforestation disrupts water cycles. Forests help maintain local humidity levels and promote rainfall. Without them, regions can experience more severe droughts and changes in local weather patterns, directly affecting agriculture, water supplies, and even the local climate. Temperature increases are another consequence. Trees help cool the air through a process known as transpiration. When forests are removed, local temperatures rise. Combined with greenhouse gas emissions, this contributes to global warming, leading to extreme heat waves, rising sea levels, and more frequent natural disasters. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the Earth, is one of the most critical ecosystems for biodiversity and climate regulation. Spanning 9 countries, the Amazon is home to an estimated 390 billion trees and supports more than 3 million species of plants and animals. However, deforestation, driven largely by agricultural expansion and illegal logging, has dramatically increased in recent decades. Between 2000 and 2020, the Amazon lost over 10% of its forest cover, leading to disastrous effects on wildlife and the climate. Species like the jaguar and the Amazon river dolphin face an increasingly uncertain future as their habitats are rapidly destroyed. And with each passing year, the Amazon loses more of its ability to absorb CO2, intensifying global climate change. Despite these challenges, there is hope. Reforestation offers a powerful solution to reverse some of the damage caused by deforestation. Reforestation involves planting trees in deforested or degraded areas, helping to restore ecosystems and biodiversity. One of the most significant benefits of reforestation is carbon sequestration. As trees grow, they absorb CO2, helping to mitigate climate change. Large-scale initiatives like the Bond Challenge aim to restore 350 million hectares of land by 2030, with the potential to sequester up to 1.7 gigatons of CO2 annually. Reforestation can also have significant social and economic benefits, particularly for indigenous communities. These communities often rely on forests for their livelihoods and have deep cultural connections to forest ecosystems. Supporting community-led reforestation efforts helps promote sustainable land use and protects both nature and culture. Deforestation continues to threaten both biodiversity and climate stability. The urgency to act cannot be overstated. Governments, businesses, and individuals must all play a part in advocating for and supporting reforestation efforts. Reforestation isn't just about planting trees. It's about restoring the planet's ecosystems and securing a future where biodiversity can thrive and climate change is mitigated. It's a moral imperative to protect our planet and ensure the survival of life on Earth.